The Hollow Glass of Snow, a Lovecraftian horror reimagining of Snow White. They called her Snow White not for purity, but for the cold blankness behind her eyes. Skin pale as bleached bone, lips the hue of arterial blood, and hair as dark as the void between stars. She was born under a strange moon, on the coldest night the kingdom had ever known. Her mother, a queen learnt in the old ways, whispered prayers to beings unnamed in the court's tongues. She stitched forbidden sigils into her gowns and bathed in milk steeped with night. When the child finally slipped from her womb, silent and staring, the queen did not scream. She smiled. The king died 3 nights later, choked on his own tongue, his eyes gouged out by unseen claws. They said his death was sudden. They did not say the bedchambers reeked of salt and brine, nor that the ceiling above his corpse dripped ice. Snow White was raised behind glass. Mirrors lined her nursery. They were not ornamental, they were gates. Her governess, a sallow-eyed crone with fingers too long and a voice like wet parchment, taught her the language of the deep. Snow's lullabies were sung in syllables that made milk sour and iron rust. When the queen finally died, throat slit open in her sleep by something that had crawled down from the mirror above her bed, the court expected relief. But Snow White did not weep. She simply walked barefoot into the throne room, glass crunching beneath her feet, and sat upon her mother's throne. No one dared crown her. The huntsman was a man of war, tall and scarred, who'd once faced men with axes and walked away whole. When summoned by the new queen, he feared no evil. She gave him a heart made of black wax, still beating, and told him to swallow it. He obeyed. For 3 days he dreamt of cities beneath the ice, with spires of bone and lights that screamed. He awoke screaming. Snow White stood by his bed, watching him with eyes like mirrors. When she touched his face, he felt barnacles sprouting beneath his skin. "You will serve me well," she whispered, "until your shell cracks." The dwarfs found her in the woods, but she was not running. She stood in a clearing where the snow did not fall, her dress untouched by dirt or time. Her eyes shimmered like the ocean at night, deep, unknowable, and wet. They welcomed her with wary reverence, not love, never love. They dug mines deep into the roots of the earth, deeper than any dwarf should dare. They brought her metals that hissed when touched by sunlight, stones that pulsed with veins, and one skull, larger than a but undeniably human. She smiled at that one. She said it was her brother. That night, the mines groaned with things that had no name. The prince came, as they always do. But he was not noble. He was desperate. His kingdom lay crumbling beneath a red sky. His people vanished into smoke. He came seeking the witch in the woods, the maiden of mirrors, the Blood Snow Queen. She greeted him not with love, but recognition. "You carry the taint," she said. "The blood of the first king, the one who cracked the sky and opened the gate." He did not understand, but he bowed. He was ready to serve, to love, if needed. She kissed him, his mouth filled with seawater and teeth not his own. The mirror was never a tool. It was a prison, or perhaps a wound. Snow White did not ask it questions. She listened. It told her of the before, of stars that pulsed with thoughts too vast for human minds, of the mother of glass, whose eyes are every mirror, whose womb birthed the concept of reflection. It told her how to open the way. She only needed one final thing, a vessel. She kissed the prince again. He shattered like porcelain. Inside him was a writhing, luminous, Massan embryo of an. She cradled it like a child, fed it blood and names. The sky outside cracked, letting in the dark. In the final hour, the dwarfs were gone. The huntsman crawled through the trees, weeping brine. The woods twisted and sang, and Snow White stood before the mirror. Her voice was soft, but it made the world tremble. "Mother, I am ready." The mirror melted. A hand reached through white as ivory, fingers jointed in the wrong places, nails like mirror shards. The mother stepped through. Her body was impossible, limbs folded like origami nightmares. Her face was 1,000 faces, all screaming. Snow White took her place inside the mirror, smiling as it sealed behind her. Now she watches every mirror, every reflection. She waits for the next to ask, "Who is the fairest?" And she will whisper back from the other side, "Come closer."